Welcome back to Get Set Builds. Today I'm working on building a wooden ship. I pretty much have the hull of the ship completed, and it's time to start working on the functionality. Many people say that the best way to build a boat in Brickadia is by sticking a motor on the rudder of the boat. While I like to support the idea that there's multiple correct ways to do things in Brickadia, I'd like to convince you that this is not the best way to build a boat. When you attach a motor to an object in Brickadia, it informs the game that the object it is mounted to is either a car or a boat. Thus, any settings you change on your boat using your applicator tool are applied to the object that the motor is mounted to. Though attaching a motor to your rudder does work, it's as if you have attached a small tugboat to the back of your ship. All of our ship's settings are being applied to our rudder rather than to our boat. We can see this is the case in the example of these two identical bricks. The blue brick has our motor on it, which identifies it as the boat. Because it is touching water, we are able to tow the red brick. If we were to reverse the situation so that the red brick is touching water and the blue brick is not, now we are unable to use our motor to move. This is because the game registers whichever brick the motor is on as our boat. By default, boats in Brickadia have tank steering, which allows them to turn in place. Because of this, you might be tempted to attach the motor to the rudder so that the boat can only turn while moving. But Brickadia is a game-building toolkit rather than a survival game, so there's a better way to achieve this using logic circuits. We attach our engine to our main boat, and then use our applicator tool. In our motor's settings, change water steering force to 0. Then, add a seat control splitter and a multiplier to your boat. Using your connector tool, wire your seat to your seat control splitter, then your seat control splitter forward into your multiplier, then wire your multiplier into the center node of your engine. It'll bring up a context menu. Select water steering force. Now, our seat control splitter will send a signal of either positive or -1 into our multiplier, which will then send a signal into the motor. In order to get the correct steering force, we need to use the applicator tool on our multiplier and change the value in the multiplier to the appropriate steering force. And don't forget to wire your seat to your engine. Now if I hit A or D, my boat does nothing, but if I move forward, I'm able to steer. And all of my settings are still attached to the main body of my boat. This system cuts off steering immediately when you release forward or reverse. If you'd like this to be more gradual, you can create a fader using a blend gate and a timer. You can learn more about this in my video, Gate Controlled Speed. Have fun out there, and I'll see you next time on Get Set Builds.